At the age of 55, George Fiji Veikoso, the king of island reggae, died unexpectedly in his hometown of Suva, Fiji. There were no paparazzi, no big scandals, no warnings. But there were no special words either. Just days earlier, he had been preparing for the homecoming concert that was expected to be the most glorious return of a career spanning more than 3 decades. The Pacific music community was elated. Those who had called him a living icon of island reggae could not believe that his return would be a permanent one. What made it even sweeter, he had been battling a stubborn chronic illness for years, but had never announced it to his audience. He was still smiling, still singing, still spreading energy, as if nothing was shortening the life inside. Why would a star choose to die so quietly? Was there something about his final years that he never wanted anyone to know? And did Fiji really leave behind a final message encoded in the lyrics of an unreleased song? The answer is even sadder and stranger than fans could have imagined.
George Fiji Veikoso was born in Fiji in 1969 into a family steeped in Polynesian culture and a reverence for music. As a child, he heard church hymns, traditional songs played on his father's guitar, and soul ballads played on a neighbor's old radio. His Fijian family moved to Hawaii when he was a teenager, a culture shock, but also the beginning of the unique hybrid sound that would become his signature sound. Reggae mixed with R&B, soul, and island vibes. At 14, he wrote his first songs, which were both nostalgic and longing to go beyond the ocean. Fiji once said, "I don't just sing for Fijians, I sing for anyone who feels lost, forgotten, whether they come from a remote island, a big city, or a land no one remembers." That quote has followed him throughout his career. Not chasing the American market, not seeking Western glory, he chose to sing for communities that were often overlooked. And that is what made him a legend in the hearts of Pacific people, not just a music star.
By the late 1990s and early 2000s, Fiji was no longer a local artist. He had become a global Polynesian cultural icon, appearing on the Baywatch Hawaii soundtrack, collaborating with artists from the US to Samoa, and receiving numerous regional music awards. However, amid the spotlight and thousands of cheering audiences, something was cracking inside. Fiji began to show signs of exhaustion, gained uncontrollable weight, and sometimes missed shows without reason. Many people thought he was too free, unprofessional, but few knew he was silently battling a serious illness, and he chose not to talk about it. Type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and cardiovascular complications had been eroding his health for more than a decade. But instead of giving up the stage, he chose to quietly continue, treating and performing at the same time, breathing oxygen backstage, smiling brightly when stepping into the spotlight. Fans did not know, because he always believed, "Every time I appear, I have to bring hope. I do not want people to remember me as a weak person." It was the best time and also the beginning of a long battle that he never made public.
In June 2025, fans across the island nation of Fiji eagerly awaited an event called Homecoming Concert, a performance marking the return of the great sun after many years of touring and treatment. Tickets sold out in just 2 days. Local media called it a symbol of hope, reunion, and music. But just a few weeks before the stage lights were set to light up, Fiji suddenly canceled all schedules. No specific reason, no explanation. He returned to his home, closed the door, and completely withdrew from social media. On July 15th, his relatives confirmed that he had passed away in his sleep. No pain, no warning. He just passed away, in silence. But what shook everyone was the final message. A small piece of paper was found by his bed, handwritten, with only one line. When the voice fades, let the silence sing for me. When the voice dies, let the silence sing for me. No farewell song, no memorial song. Just silence. Just the way he lived his last years. Silent fighting, silent loving, silent leaving. The passing of George Fiji Veikoso has left more than a void in the hearts of island reggae music lovers. It has left behind a treasure trove of unwritten emotions, a sonic legacy that will resonate for generations to come. In Hawaii, local artists held memorial services. In Suva, his hometown, people sang Sweet Darlin by candlelight. On social media, fans from Samoa, Tonga, and even as far away as the United States shared clips of Fiji singing with the message, "He healed us with his voice." What's special is that after his death, some of his close colleagues confirmed that Fiji still had many unreleased recordings, recorded separately in the last years of his life. They don't know if he wanted them released or not, but if he did, it would be the legend's final gift to the world. Fiji doesn't need a funeral. He needs us to keep listening. And when the music plays, he will live on, in the memories, in the melodies, and in the hearts of those who have found comfort in his voice.
Thank you for singing for the forgotten, Fiji. Your silence will echo forever.